What up, what up? Welcome to Mr. Brown's class where there's no whining and no complaining. Fractions with different denominators. So we've done adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. Okay, so we've had where we have 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. But if these denominators are different, it makes it a lot trickier to solve. So let's look at two different fractions. Now, notice how these denominators are different. Well, we need them to add them or subtract them. We need them to be the same. All right, so we need to find LCM of 3 and 4. Okay, so let's take 3 and 4. 3 doesn't go into 4. Does 3 go into 8? No. Does 3 go into 12? Yep. So that's our denominator. So we need to rewrite this with a denominator of 12. Now, 3 times what would give us 12? 3 times 4 would give us 12. So we have to multiply the top by the same number, by 4. Multiply the top and bottom by 4. Now here, what do we have to multiply 4 by to get 12? 3. So we have to multiply this by 3. Okay, so to get equivalent fraction, we have to multiply the top and bottom by the same number. So find the LCM, right, and then figure out what you need to multiply to get to it. All right, now let's take these two fractions and let's compare them. 5/6 and 7/9. Okay, and we're going to compare them. Which one's greater? Well, to compare them, we need a common denominator. All right, so we're going to find the LCM of 6 and 9. All right, so let's go 6. Does 6 go into 9? No. When we go up by a multiple, 6 go into 18? Yes. All right, so we need to write these both with denominators of 18. Okay, now, 6 times what gives us 18? 3. So we have to multiply the top by 3. 9 times what gives us 18? 9 times 2. We multiply the top by 2. So now we can compare them. Which one's larger? The 5/6 is larger. Okay, so when you're comparing two fractions, make sure you get a common denominator. All right, now we're going to order these least to greatest. 2/3, 5/6, 7/12. Okay, now again we need the LCM, we need a common denominator. Okay, so does 3 go into 6? Yeah. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. Does 6 go into 12? Yeah. So our LCM for these three are 12. So we're going to rewrite this as denominator 12. Now, since this already has a denominator 12, we keep it the same. Okay, now 6 times what gives us 12? 6 times 2, so we have to do 5 times 2. 3 times what gives us 12? We have to multiply the top by 4. Okay, now we can tell from least to greatest. Okay, so our smallest is 7/12. Our next smallest is 2/3. We write 2/3. We don't write it with the 8/12. That was just to help us find what's the biggest, or the least, the greatest. And then 5/6 is our largest. All right, so get a common denominator, right? That helps us figure that out. Okay, now we're going to actually add and subtract fractions. Okay, So what do you think our common denominator would be here? It would be 8. That's our LCM. So we're going to make this 8. So what do we have to multiply 4 by to get to 8? We've got to multiply it by 2. So multiply the top by 2. All right, now, since this is already 8, we don't have to do anything to that. Now we can go ahead and add. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 eighths. 8 goes into 9 one time. 1 is left over, and your denominator stays the same. Okay, let's subtract this. Let's figure out our LCM. 4 and 6. Does 4 go into 6? No. Does 4 go into 12? Yep. So 12 is our common denominator. We'll multiply this by 2 to get to 12, so we have to multiply the 5 by 2. We have to multiply 4 times 3. We have to multiply 3 times 3. Now we can subtract. 10 minus 9 is 1. Denominator stays the same. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, now this looks harder, but it really isn't. Okay, so when we have mixed numbers, I like to write one over top of the other. Okay, now we don't have a common denominator. Does 3 go into 6? Yep. We're going to keep 5 and 1/6 the same. Right? We keep the base number the same. We have to multiply this by 2. So we have to multiply the numerator by 2. Now we can subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. Keep the denominator the same. 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Does 2 go into 3? No. So let's go up to 8. Does 2 go into 8? Yes. Does 3 go into 8? No. So we have to go up another one. Does 2 go into 12? Yes. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. And 4 obviously goes into 12. So our LCM is 12. Two times what gives us 12? 6. So we multiply the bottom and top by 6. 3 times what gives us 12? 4. So we multiply both the top and bottom by 4. Multiply this by 3. Multiply that by 3. Now we can add them. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Plus 9 is 23. 23 twelfths. 23 goes in the 24 once. 11 left over. Keep the denominator.
This crowd absolutely loves this man.
And Sterling's teammates welcome him back a hero. For now.
He yells up again for the second attempt, looking to make it 2-0.
He approaches the ball with some determination. Here he goes.
Oh, it's high and wide, way off target.
Yes, apparently he thought he was kicking a field goal.
Wrong kind of football, I'd say.
Good show.
Back now to Scott Sterling. He looks a bit worse for wear, but ready for round 2.
And Shaw takes a moment. Here he goes with the approach.
Oh! Sterling with a fantastic dive. The ball flies straight through his hands and once again strikes him straight in the schnoz.
And let's see it again on the old instant replay. Oh, every excruciating detail captured in HD perfection.
Clocked at 129 kilometers per hour. Sterling does not look well.
2 wonderful saves and 2 definite concussions.
They may replace him.